Welcome to my channel. So far we know that what are the concepts of hooks as well as basic Java programming. So let us talk about classes and objects and methods. So based on this we have a lot of concepts. Okay, these all concepts are very important to learn the Java language. See, whatever core Java we have, the entire core Java base is in this chapter only. Okay, so if you know this chapter very well, you are going to become a one Java developer. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to talk about what is the concept as well as what is the program. Both we are going to discuss in detail information. So let us see what are the topics and how classes are important in our Java language. Let us discuss. See, let us coming into the introduction of the classes. So we already discussed classes are basic building blocks. So that means if you construct a house, so we need some kind of basement. Okay, that basement of our Java language is classes. So without the classes, we are unable to do any Java program, right? Okay, so classes are very important in our Java language. So earlier in the concept of hooks, we already discussed Java is true and pure object-oriented programming language. So that means, what is the meaning of the true? Without class, we can't write program. And pure in the sense, whatever OOPS features we have, all OOPS features are supported the Java language. So that is the reason Java is one of the powerful programming language to develop programs as well as to designing the softwares. So the key of Java language is classes. Java language is classes and objects. So let us discuss in detail information about the classes. So ultimately what I'm saying to you, without classes we can't write any program in the Java language. And this class is combination of properties as well as actions, that is nothing but methods. So this is the basic introduction about this chapter. So let us talk about class in detail information. Let us talk about what is a class. See, we are going to take a bike. So bike is one kind of class. So from the bike we have some kind of properties. So the properties are like name of the bike, price of the bike, model of the bike. So like that, these are the some kind of properties. So based on this we are going for the ride. So ride is nothing but what? It is an action. So like that, the class is, we have to define set of properties and set of actions. So bike is a class. This bike is contains set of properties as well as actions. So whatever properties we have to define, the properties we can call it as instance variables. Okay, the properties we can call it as instance variables, and whatever actions we have to define, those actions we can call it as methods, right? Okay, so technically what is a class? A class is combination of set of properties and action, right? Let us take one more example like movie. Okay, so if you take a movie is a class, and from this class we have hero and we have heroine and we have character artist and we have villain. Like that, there are number of persons we have. So hero contains certain properties, certain kind of properties. Based on the properties he is doing some kind of action based on this movie story. And similarly heroine has set of properties and heroine going to be performing little bit of actions based on the hero, based on the movie, right? So what I'm saying to you, these all whatever cast, whatever crew we have in the movie, each crew we can call it as one type of object. So this movie we can call it as one type of class. So this class is going to be describe similar behavior of object. So this movie script and this movie story we can call it as blueprint of objects. So similarly we have certain blueprints of the house. So based on the blueprint there are number of flats in the apartment. So there are number of layouts in the particular area. So this is the concept of a class. Okay, so everything in our real world we can call it as class. Okay, so a class is set of actions and set of properties. So these are the properties, these are the actions. So men, women, dog, fruit, class, everything is called as classes, right? So your mobile phone is one class, your tab is one class, your laptop is one class. Whatever things you feel, it has doing something, that is nothing but classes. So this classes is describing similar type of objects. Okay, so based on that information, we can say that a class is model of creating similar type of objects. A class is model of creating similar type of objects, right? So based on that, we have some theoretical points in our examination, so you have to study about this. Okay, so let us talk about the syntax. See, in our programming, ultimately we have to define programs. Okay, so the backbone of the program is syntax. Okay, so if you follow the syntax, you can easily crank the program. So whatever syntax we are discussing, this syntax is based on subclass. So in our Java language, there are two classes. First class we can call it as subclass, and the second class we can call it as main class, right? Okay, now we are going to talk about the subclass. So only one main class and number of subclasses. So how to define a subclass? To define a subclass, we have to define class is a keyword and there is a user name. So the user name is class name, and followed by we have to define set of properties followed by set of actions. So that is nothing but class. So the properties, we already know that instance variables. So methods are nothing but whatever logic you have to define, that logic comes under method, right? So this is the way we have to define the syntax of subclass. See, the detailed information about the syntax are given here. Okay, you can verify it. We'll discuss this example later, but before that we have to go for the basic example. See, before going for the program and example, let us talk about the concept of object. So what is object? And before talking about the object, we are going to take a dog is a class, fruit is a class. Okay, so already we know that every class is set of properties as well as actions. Technically we can call it as instance variables plus number of methods. Okay, so if you take a dog, so the dog has name of the dog, and there is some height, there is some kind of color, and the dog has certain age. So everything comes under properties. So these properties we can call it as instance variables. Okay, so dog doing some actions like running, eating, barking, like that. There are set of actions it is going to be performing. Set of actions are going to be performing. So those actions we can call it as methods. So in C or CPP we can call it as functions. In Java language we can call it as methods, right? Okay, similarly we can take the one more example like fruit. So the fruit contains name of the fruit, okay, and the weight of the fruit, color of the fruit, like that. There are set of properties. And tasting, so tasting is one type of method, right? So like that, every class is set of instance variables and methods, and based on this we have objects. So the dog has there are a lot of dogs we have, right? Okay, from that we have, sometimes we are calling like Tommy, okay, like Ramu, okay, like Kittu, like that. There are some names we are going to calling, and it has unique properties. Every dog has unique properties as per our real time. Similarly, you can go for the fruit. The mango is one object. So guava is one object, like apple is one object. So everything is objects. It behaves similarly based on the fruit classes. Okay, similarly we can take a person. So person is one class. The name of the person, height of the person, weight of the person, color of the person, and eating of the person, sleeping of the person, moving of the person, everything comes under the actions. Okay, I hope you understand what is the difference between class and object. So the class is physical represent. A class is nothing but logical representation of data, and object is physical representation of information. So that information I clearly provide the concept of oops. Okay, so you have to verify that. See, let us talk about the object. So what is an object? So object means, an object is, we can call it as real world entity. So what is the meaning of that? So in programming side, an object is going to be occupy the memory. Simple term, occupies memory. But class is not occupying any kind of memory. Okay, so that is the reason we can call it as basic runtime. Okay, objects are basic runtime entities in OOPS concepts. Okay, so every object contains unique properties. For example, you contains one unique property, myself contains some unique property. Every person has some kind of properties, but everyone belongs to the class of the person, right? Real world means the thing that should be existing in our nature. We can call it as an object. So an object is physical representation. We can also call it an instance of a class. Simply we are going to allocate the memory by the JVM in the operating system. Okay, so there are number of persons. Okay, so these all persons are belongs to the objects. So object is nothing but it is a role. As we discussed, movie is like class. Hero is one object, heroine is one object. Hero is doing lot of things in the movie based on the characters, based on the story. Okay, so this is the concept of an object, right? So how to access? See, we already discussed a class is combination of properties and actions. Who will access this all? Everything is going to be accessed by the object. So with the help of object we can access the property. With the help of object we can access the action in our program, right? In the OOPS concept, how to create the object? Okay, so to create the object, very important point is class name. Okay, see, whatever class name, whatever subclass we defined, the same subclass name we should be used as an object. So we have to define class name as an object name. Okay, so class name, that is nothing but subclass name, and we have to define object, and new is a keyword. So that is going to be allocate the dynamic memory allocation. It is going to be allocated some kind of memory, and this class name followed by the parenthesis we can call it as constructor, right? So this is the way we have to define an object. Okay, so for example, room is a class, OB is object, OB new, room is a constructor. So this is the way we have to create, but frequently using this kind of syntax. Room is a class, OB is object, new is a operator, allocates the memory, and this is the constructor to calling each and everything from a class, right? Okay, for example, we can take a Tommy from dogs class. Tommy is a subclass, OB. You can define anything like T or A or X, anything we have to define. So, and new is dynamic memory allocation. Okay, Tommy is a one type of constructor. It calls instance variables as well as methods based on access of this object, right? So this is the way we have to create the object. See how to adding the variables and how to adding the methods. I clearly give the information. So that means we have a subclass. From a subclass, if you define a variable in a subclass, that variable we can call it as instance variable. Instance variable. So in the room, we can take a room is a class name. This class is a keyword, and open parenthesis, that is the beginning of a class. Length is one property and width is one property, and both contains int data type is one type of the data, and it is closing of room. So this is the way we have to defining variables. So in a subclass, while adding some variable, that variable we can call it as instance variable, or in C++ we can call it as members or data members. Here we can call it as instance variables, and in the OOPS we can call it as properties, right? In a class, to do any action we need methods. So methods are nothing but actions of a class. Okay, so that is nothing but, see, to do anything we need some kind of action, right? So how to define action? Let us see. See, get data is one type of method, and it has parameters. We can call it as arguments sometimes. Okay, args. And without, we can define method with arguments, without arguments. Okay, so this is called with arguments. Okay, so every method has type. Void is a type of the data. Method name is get data. See, the subsequent word must be capitalized. That is the one type of process to defining a method. So easy to identify the method name. It is one type of convention. Okay, so get data, you can define anything like data, get anything we have to define. So this parameter list is optional. See, let us take a person. Person is a class. Person is a class. Name, age. Okay, talk is a method. How to define a talk? Void talk. We have to define like system.out.println, name of the person, and system.out.println, age of the person. We are printing the information about the person. Similarly, we are accessing length, we are accessing width of the room. Similarly, if you take the square is a class. Okay, I'm going to access A into A is one type of action of square class, right? So to do any kind of action or any type of logic in a class, we must define methods. Okay, so methods are used to define logic of a class. Okay, so this logic must be defining a method body. How to define this logic? Based on the properties or based on instance variable, right? So this is the way you have to find out the information about methods, how to add the methods. So the information I clearly explained here, you have to verify. The default data type is the void. We can also define like integer, float, double, anything. Okay, so you can also find out the notes in the description for examination process, right? Let us go for how to access these things with the help of objects. To access everything, we need object. So object can access properties, object can access actions. So the properties are nothing but instance variables, actions are nothing but methods. See, if you take a TV, so this TV is a class, and so in a TV we have lot of channels and we have lot of like apps. The channel number or app is like variable or data member or instance variable. So particular action related to the channel, we can call it as method, right? How to access with the help of remote? So the remote controller, we can call it as what? It is an object. It is an object. How to access that remote? With the help of dot operator. So what is this dot operator? This dot operator is like sensor. Okay, so if you observe the remote, so there is a sensor. This sensor we can like dot operator. So the cells, the batteries of this remote, we can call it as like a new operator. So this is gives us some kind of energy. In the similar manner, we already discussed like creating object. So we have new, right? So this new is like batteries. Okay, so this new is like batteries, and here what I'm saying to you, this remote controller is one type of object of TV class. With the help of dot operator, we are going to access everything. It is like sensor, and the batteries we can like new operator. So these two things are help to view the channels or apps. So the particular channel name is like property, that particular app name is like property. From the channel we have some kind of content we are watching and enjoying, that is nothing but method, right? So object name dot. So with the help of dot, we are going to access the information. For example, in the sensor is damaged, so automatically remote is unable to work. So dot operator is key element to get access of class data. That's it, guys. So this is the way we have to creating the and accessing the objects in our class. See, I'm going to define a program, so let us discuss. So with the help of this program, you can clearly observe that what is a class. See, let us take a program. The program name is like person is class name. See, person is class name. This person having some kind of properties and actions. So the properties are like name of the person, age of the person, both comes under the properties. Okay, these properties in our Java language we can call it as instance variables. So types of variables I already discussed in my channel. You can have to verify the video. What are the types of variables in our Java language? Okay, and next one is talk. Talk is one type of method. Methods we can call it as actions. Okay, the data type of name is string. So the string s must be capital because it is a class as well as data type, right? And after that, int is age type, right? So based on these two, we are going to performing some kind of action in our program. What is that? I want to print information. My name is so and so, my age is so and so. So whatever information we are writing in the double quotation, that information is available here. Okay, see, this name